everyone, and welcome to another episode of This Week in ip&O. We are, of course, as always, live from the table in my kitchen. We have a very special guest here today. We have Cory Orlando, who is a marketing and e-commerce manager for ip&O. Cory, thanks for coming on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. So I guess just to get us started, can you just tell us a little bit about what your role is, what it entails, and what you do for Rutgers for people who aren't sure?
Absolutely. So as you said, I'm the e-commerce and marketing manager for business services within the economic development group within ip&O. My role kind of consists across the board of a lot of mishmash of marketing, communications, social media, website management, and a little bit of anything that kind of flows in any of those industries. It's like, I'm kind of like one of those jack of all trades type of roles where if it's something that has to flow within that realm of communications and marketing, I'm that guy to go to between managing the website and marketing for not just the plaza as a whole at Livingston campus, the Rutgers Cinema, faculty and staff short-term housing, Kite and Key, Rutgers Tech Store. So there's a lot of things that kind of fall within my role and within my group.
That's great. So Cory, we're sort of back in person now. Well, we are back in person now. But I can imagine doing marketing events during the pandemic must have been really difficult. Can you tell us a little bit how it was, doing those type of events for particularly the plaza while we were remote?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, remote for us, it was kind of hard to obviously have all those events because a lot of our events for the plaza were in person. They were outdoors. So we were able to function to some capacity with the outdoor side of having events. But it was hard to kind of coordinate things along also with there not being a lot of students on campus. I mean, without having the students there, we kind of really don't have a lot of our events. That's kind of the key heart of what the plaza at Livingston campus it really is for these students. It's the services and the businesses that provide things for the students. So without the students there, we weren't unfortunately able to hold as many events as we were hoping to. Prior to COVID, we really had a huge calendar of events that we were looking to do. We do a spring and a fall, we call it Fest. It's almost like a block party that we do. We invite all the retailers to come out, have a table, either do an info, do giveaways, we do prize giveaways. We have like big Plinko boards that we kind of give away for students to get prizes. Sometimes we'll go out food and things like that also. But when COVID kind of hit and we started shutting down, we weren't able to really do a lot of those events. I kind of flowed more into a little bit of I guess you could say crisis type of deal where I was kind of help managing all the website design and the website updates that needed to be done for all these retailers for what they were able to provide as far as a service, whether it was curbside pickup, picking up things in store with by appointment, or if they were, honestly, a lot of them were unfortunately shut down and had to close for a little bit while we kind of figured out what the best way is for a reopening plan. So during the actual COVID itself, we weren't able to unfortunately hold many events or any events at all. Even virtually, it just became a little difficult because I think everyone was getting Zoomed and videoed out as they were doing it for everything else.
Right.
Thankfully now with everything reopening and everyone back on campus, we're able to start those events back up again.
Thanks, Cory.
What are the future plans of the plaza? And are there any upcoming events people should know about?
Absolutely. So some of the future plans that we have for the plaza are definitely to reignite a lot of those plans and events that we were looking to do pre-COVID, which was we were doing we had the block party that we do every semester, and then we also were looking to do mini events tailored around each of the retailers, really kind of honing in on what each retailer does, what they provide as a service to the Rutgers community. One of the events that we have coming up in December here is we're doing a hot chocolate kind of finals week type of giveaway where we're going to be handing out hot chocolate, I believe, during the reading days, the 14th. December 14th, we have a rain date, or I guess snow date by December of the 15th. And honestly, we just do events that are kind of feel-good events for the students. They come down, we do giveaways, we do prizes, we're going to be giving out hot chocolate. It's always a good time because then the students also hang out and meet other students. It's funny to watch students come up to our events and then other friends come by and go, oh, you're in my class from so-and-so. So that's one of our events that we have coming up. We also still have our resident DJ, Corey Giles. He does DJing during the day on Mondays. I believe we have him for 1 or 2 more Mondays while we have the weather kind of still in between the cold weather here. But after that, usually we do a lot of our events, you could say, on social media. We do quite a few giveaways. We do prizes. We do social media contests. We're looking to do, hopefully in January, February, actually a website scavenger hunt that students can do, which kind of has them, again, searching and looking through things that like maybe there's other retailers are doing and providing as far as deals and specials. So those are a couple of things that we have coming up.
What was your favorite event that you've done? Or is it like kind of like how you can't pick like your favorite kid, you kind of like them all? Or is there one that like sticks out that like that was the one?
Honestly, my favorite event, I mean, I've been doing this for almost 3.5 years now with all these events, and we do so many events throughout the semesters and through the years. My favorite has absolutely been this previous fall fest that we did here in September. And the reason why was because I'd never seen so many students so excited to be out and about. It was honestly, it was a joy to see them out, and like they were excited to see their friends, and like, oh, like they were excited to go out and go do stuff again. I just got like this different vibe from the students from previous events that wasn't just like, oh, I'm going over there for free stuff, or I'm doing, oh, what are you guys doing? It was a very more community type of feeling from the students. We also had the most students come through one of our events. So during our events, we actually, previous to COVID, we were actually using QR codes. So when that kind of all shifted with COVID, we're already kind of using a lot of the things that people were used to using, which were like the QR codes and short links and things like that. And with the QR code, we usually just ask their basic information, first name, last names, emails, and things like that, because then we'll email them about some of the things that the retailers are doing, our events that are coming up. And we've had the most students come through and register really through the event. We had over 550 students actually pop through within like a 2.5, 3 hour time span, which is a lot of students to come through at one point at time. So it just showed that the students were excited to be out and, doing other things with their friends and being out and enjoying the weather. It was also nice weather, thankfully, that day. So that would probably have to be my favorite, just because there was just a different feeling around it of more of just being excited to, be back on campus again.
Yeah, for sure. If I was in college and I was like a returning student, that first like whatever month, few weeks would probably be like so much fun, just getting back into that atmosphere.
Absolutely. And it was funny as some of them were talking, it was conversation kind of flowed to, there's 2 years of freshmen, there's two new years worth of students here. So, you could sometimes tell with some of the students, especially in the fall semester when I would do the events, I could tell who's kind of a freshman or where they were at, because they would be asking questions of like, what are you doing here? What are you? What is the plaza? And I explained how with all the retailers and services that they provide. And I found that there was more of that happening. Obviously, with there being 2 years worth of students that had actually not been on campus before. And I think that kind of had a lot to say with how excited they were to be back and, interacting with other students and just being around people again.
For sure. So if people want to find out about like the upcoming events and, what's on the schedule or what's coming up, where should they go or what account should they follow?
So we're Rutgers Plaza on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then they can follow us also by going to theplaza.rutgers.edu on our website. And we constantly update our website weekly. Our social media accounts, we always promo any of our specials that we're doing, our giveaways, and any of our events. So that's probably the best place to start off for looking for us.
Okay, awesome. Well, Cory, thanks for coming on. Thanks for telling us about the Plaza and about what you do for them. And as always, we will give you the last word if there's anything else you'd like to say.
We hope to see everyone at our next event at the Hot Chocolate, which will be December 14th at the Plaza.
December 14th. Mark it on your calendars. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for Cory for stopping by.